again remote armor repair. And the third line, these little green sparks are like CPU performance and armor repairs. Just choose the first one. Write your agent name carefully because you cannot change it later. Hit the create agent here button and you will be in the game. Okay, we're gonna cancel this one because we already made a YouTube S-wipe YouTube S-wipe dude. Let's just select him for the time being, and we're gonna explain to you how to play this game. Okay, so when you create an agent, you're gonna be outside of the terminal, and I'm gonna deploy myself to the terrain so I can show you how it's going to look. It's gonna look something like this. You move the camera with your right mouse button, and this is your little robot, your little Archie. You can drive it around using VSD buttons, or you can click on terrain, click approach. A little bit about the windows and the interface you see on the screen while you enjoy the graphics is this window. It's completely customizable with sizes and positions, so you just pull it around and see what you like. I have heard some games have fixed UIs. This is great. It's like Windows. You can move them around, you can minimize them and maximize them. This here window is the landmarks window. It shows everything your robot can see. Depending on the extensions, your robot can see further or further away from him. So if I unzoom, you can see on the landmarks window, I'm clicking on different stuff and it's highlighting in 3D up front in the middle of the screen. Those are drones, the Archie NPCs, little rats you can go and kill. And there's also the practice target. It's part of the tutorial missions. Whatever you click on this landmark window changes here in the landmark information window. So you can right click and right click info, and it's about this little practice target. You get the info window with a description, some stats. Let's say drone, you have the little blue icon does the same thing. You open up the info window and you see the little stats and the little picture of the drone. So whenever you encounter something new in the game, just right click it, right click info. There's no info on the little plant here. Okay, doesn't matter. I know what's a plant. It doesn't move and doesn't shoot. That's all we want to know. Down here, the spinning shit, it's the radar. You can zoom and zoom it when you're in a party. Even now you can draw on it. It's used for tactical commands and stuff like that, and also gives you a top-down view of your surroundings. This little dot, it's this building here. It's a terminal. Terminals are like stations in EVE, or like, I don't know, other games probably have some type of houses you enter, and when you enter it, there are all sorts of factories inside, and your hangars, your garage where you keep your lots of different robots. You can access the market from it and stuff like that. Once you're inside, nobody can hurt you, but outside on the terrain you can get shot at. The game is divided into islands. So hit the map button. It's the 5th button up there. These are all the islands on NIA. These 3 inside islands, Atalica, New Virginia and Dowden, they are alpha islands, meaning noob islands, where nobody can kill you except the NPCs. No players, there's no PvP in these islands, but it doesn't mean you are safe. The NPCs in this game will kick your ass, and you will lose robots a lot. You move between different islands through these lines here. Those are actually teleporter lines that represent where the teleporter leads. You just walk up to a teleporter, click teleport me, you end up where you wanted to end up, and that's the way you move between the islands. I believe the tutorial missions will teach you all this basic stuff. The only lesson here is don't go on the see Als, Bale, Norse, Hope. They have yellow lines above and below the names. Those are the PvP islands and people will shoot you there. That's all as a noob you need to know. Also, this little window down here that I'm moving, it has a little green flag. That's the PvP flag. So if you want to fight other people on the Alpha Islands, you hit that PvP flag, and anybody who also hits the PvP flag will be able to kill you, and you will be able to kill them. But it has a cooldown of 2 minutes, and in those 2 minutes you are unable to dock and hide in a station. So if you want to fight, be ready to get shot. What else did I want to explain to you? Extensions. We're not going to go any further until I explain you a little bit about the terminals and the extensions. We're going to enter this terminal right now. We are under it, which is shown by the enter bar. So click enter, you disappear in a little lighting, and here we are in a terminal. In a terminal you have all these different buttons that you can choose. First is your private storage. The only thing right now inside the storage is my little bot that I'm riding. It's the little Arky, it's the noob robot you get. You are always in some sort of a robot, and if you have nothing, then the game just gives you the Arky with bot. Right click on him and open cargo, and you will see he comes with stuff in his cargo like bullets and some miner charges and geoscanner charges, and this is loot I actually picked up on the way. You can move the stuff to your hangar storage from your cargo hold, and it's all represented by these icons. Please note that if you are on let's say we are now in the Truehold Markson Alpha terminal, it's noted by the little blue dot here. If you have these miner modules and stuff in here, and then you walk to Belika outpost, in that outpost your hangar is empty, private storage is empty, meaning that the stuff you have in this station is really here. Okay, if you want it to be in Belicha outpost, you need to load it into your cargo hold of your boat and walk over there and unload it over there. There's no magical transmutual moving of the items or spawning of the new items. In this game, when you lose your robot, you really lose your robot and all the cargo inside it. There's no way to get it back except to buy a new one. Although when you die, some of the loot that was on your robot appears, some of it, not all, appears in a little container. You can run back in a different robot and try to salvage or pick up the pieces of your lovely robot. Sorry for the banging. Extensions. First and foremost, the agent progression, or how old are you. Agents progress, as I already explained to you, through EP. I have 26,982 EP up here on the screen. You have your name, you have the terminal that you're docked in, you have the zone, it's the New Virginia Island I'm right now at, and you have the balance in the NIC, that's the currency in this game, and you have the EP pool of 26,982 EP. EP, you get EP or experience points every minute of the time you are subscribed, meaning you paid $10 for 1 month of the game. You get discounts if you pay for like 3 months, 6 months or 1 year in advance. So people who are playing the longer, than you, probably almost certainly have more EP, they have more of these extensions, and they deal more damage with their robots, they have more health, they have more capacitor, accumulator, and so on. This does not mean that you cannot play the game, or that you cannot compete with them. The thing is with the extensions, and I have the agent profile open now with the extension tab open. They are divided into different categories. Let's say weapon usage, and we have, since we chose a school for this agent, he already has basic kinematics. You can push the little blue icon, shows you the info about it. Each level of this extension raises the firepower of light firearms by additional 3%. So basic kinematics cost 480 EP for my next level. So I can click upgrade, and I'm just gonna do that for real for this video, although I don't need it. And we have basic kinematics at 4. The price of the extensions non-linear, meaning that first few levels are actually quite cheap, and then it gets doubled, I believe, or almost 1.8 times the price of the last one. So the last level, the level 10, can be 40,000-50,000 of experience points cost, and there are many different extensions to choose from. So you have to study this carefully and skill or upgrade only the things you need. If you want to do some combat, then you should look into the weapon usage and the type of weapons you are using. There are 3 types of weapons, 4. You have kinematic weapons, that they just normal weapons that shoot bullets. You have lasers, those are under optics. You have magnetostatics or rail guns, electrically propelled slugs, and you have missiles that have propellant mixing, seismics, and stuff like that. Also you have general extensions like target analysis, how many targets you can target, and stuff like that. So many different extensions to choose from, and if a player is old, he perhaps specialized in some extensions that you didn't, so you can actually compete with older players, because no one can have all the extensions in this game. To have all the extensions at maximum level, it would take 4 or 5 years, I believe, and that just, the game is out, it's been out for only 1 year. So pick it up, play it, don't be afraid to be a noob, and besides, being a noob is the most fun in this game, because you get to discover the new stuff and find out what is there to do in the game. And I would like to, what is there to do in this game is one, fighting combat. You will fight NPCs that you find on the ground, or you can do assignments. 1 to 4th button up here, you can do different assignments for the NPC corporations. You gain standing with them. The better standing you have with the NPC corporations gives you better refining, less taxes in their outpost and stuff like that, and you get access to special equipment for your robots. The other thing to do in this game is mining. Oh shit, my connection just crashed. Oh, but I'm just gonna keep speaking anyway.